All right, everybody, it's time for the End of Chaser Spirits and Beer Pairing Show. It is Wednesday, July the 30th, 2025. Jersey Johnny coming at you. And with me, as always, it's none other than Mr. Beer Samurai and Mr. Beer Whisperer. How are you two
gentlemen guys
on this fine evening?
Gentlemen, how are you?
Gentlemen, I hope you're using that term loosely.
Exactly. Of course he is. Please. Look who's saying it. I mean, come on.
Sorry, I was distracted. I was peeling my my lemon.
He was peeling his lemon. Has nothing to do with his cocktail. He was just peeling his lemon.
Yeah,
it's a euphemism. He's peeling his lemon.
You got one of these things. You got one of these things.
Okay.
I got you.
I use a yeah, exactly.
I use a peeler. I've got mine's similar, but a little bit different.
I use a cheese knife actually.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
You use that as a cheese knife, or you use a cheese knife?
I know. I use a lemon peel, a lemon zester as a cheese knife. Actually.
Okay.
I use a cheese knife as a lemon and orange peeler, and I use a lemon zester as a chease knife. So I like little stringy pieces of cheese.
As long as you're not using the juicer.
No, I wouldn't. You can't juice cheese. You know.
Well, while you guys are talking, I'm going to strain my cocktail before I get
another euphemism.
Yeah, I'm straining my cocktail.
He's peeling his lemon, and you're straining your cocktail.
Yep.
So while James finishing,
John shredding his cheese,
and I'm shredding my cheese. It's the euphemism show, folks.
It's the euphemism show. We're all good at it.
Well,
so while Dave is working on his, I want to explain my cocktail just a little bit because it is inspired by by the Beer Samurai because he sent this bottle to me. So I thought I would do a gentian trio here using the Malort. I used equal parts, 1 shot of Malort, 1 shot of 1 ounce of Suze, and 1 ounce of Blanc or Bianco vermouth, which isn't a true gentian, but it does use gentian roots. So I've got my gentian trio going on.
There you go.
Nice.
And I used some lemon bitters to brighten it up, and I've got a kind of a strange garnish going on of rosemary, a cherry, and a lemon peel.
That is an interesting combination.
That is a very interesting combination. I should let everyone know. We put it in the post.
Oh goodness!
But, this show we're getting back to our roots. Back to our roots.
And or twigs, as the case may be.
Or a twig, as the case may be with Tom. Right? Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is very herbal. Let's just say
herbalesque.
We're very herbal.
Herbalesque.
I'm not going to go as far as to good, but it is herbal.
It's not necessarily good, but it's herbal.
Can you wash your hair with it?
Possibly, actually.
This is herbalescent.
Especially with that rosemary, I can use the rosemary as a scrubber.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go, like a loofah.
Anyway, no, it's actually not bad. It is very herbal, but the Blanc vermouth adds a hint of sweetness to the other components going on.
Come on, there we go.
I'm like stirring my drink while John started shaking his ice out the second it did that. I wasn't looking at the camera. So this is making a strange noise.
Oh, mercy. I kind of like the color of it, though. It's nice and bright.
Yeah, that's pretty. That's pretty.
Very pretty.
So, well, what we didn't say is what we're actually doing tonight.
Why don't you tell?
Tom was so excited to get into his thing, and this was Tom's.
This was Tom's idea, and
it was Tom's idea. So, Tom, do you want to tell it, or you want me to tell it, or
no? This is the show's kind of in your honor, so you go ahead.
Well, we'll explain that a little bit further in the show. But what we're doing, what John meant by back to our roots, is we're revisiting a cocktail we had made in the past, and the role was kind of just to at least add one more thing to it. Mm-hmm. That wasn't just bitters.
Well, and not just bitters, or a different garnish.
Right. So, and I think Tom definitely did both those things, right, Tom? You changed up your garnish and added some
Yeah.
Malort to the thing.
I changed the bitters, but yeah, I kind of the Suze I've used in another cocktail, the Malort I've used, but never two of them together, and then adding the Bianco. I was just going all gentian on it.
Right.
Now, what I'm doing is, the first thing I'm playing back to when we did the Negroni challenge. And
Yeah.
And I wanted to do a Negroni with Malort, but we were having the Malort show next. So I was like, okay, I'm not going to do a Negroni with Malort. So now I'm actually going to do that in a strange way. With most Negroni, you get a citrus peel. And when I'm using Malort, I like lemon rather than orange. I know orange is a traditional for Negroni. And then what I do is I like to rub it around the edge of the glass.
Hey-o, rub it around the edge.
Yep.
We're back to euphemisms again.
Exactly.
I am rimming the glass with my lemon.
He's ribbing the glass with his lemon. Rub it around the edge is not a euphemism. It's pretty straightforward.
Yeah. But rimming the glass with my lemon. That's one. So what I've done is, as I said, I used the Malort, and this is in place of the Campari.
Mm-hmm.
I did use sweet vermouth, the Dolan. But what I did is, instead of gin, I've got some aquavit.
Nice.
So everything here is pretty much, I'd say, that's Scandinavian. But then I went off the rails a little bit, and then I added, because I love Boulevardiers, I put some rye in there, some cask strength rye.
Very nice.
And this came back from Austin with me. And with the Negroni, with a lot of mixed drinks, you mix it, you stir, you let it sit a little bit, let that ice melt just a little bit to bring everything together. And it's been sitting long enough, so now I'm going to pour it out. And just that simple.
Very nice. That looks beautiful.
Very nice. Very nice. Very nice.
Oh,
right.
shit. Wow. It's like the Malort and the rye are beating the hell out of each other, and the aquavit's going, this is fun.
That's funny.
This is a fun drink. I like this. And all I did was, it's 2 parts Malort, 2 parts aquavit, 2 parts the sweet vermouth. And that's your classic measurements for Negroni. But then I added 2 parts rye to it as well. So we've got 8 ounces of alcohol in this thing.
Nice.
I do not have a name for it, so I'll say one thing: what that rye is doing, it's really pulling more of that licorice flavor out of the Malort.
Nice. Nice. Very nice.
It's really something else.
All right. For my cocktail, all right.
Oh, here it is. I knew I had a Hawaiian shirt to put on. Just one minute. I can't do a Hawaiian shirt. I'm too busy thinking about this, that, thing. Put my damn Hawaiian shirt on here.
Very nice.
So that we're in a really festive mood now.
I am way too hot in this office right now, even with this fan going.
You're all right. I wouldn't say hot.
To wear another shirt other than this T-shirt I have on. So, but in any event,
Got it. There we go.
So for my cocktail, what I did was the following. I decided. I made I had made a Boulevardier. Right?
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Oh, so we did something similar.
Similar, but not quite. So kind of, but so I used Rittenhouse rye, 100 proof, bottled and bond, right?
Okay.
Didn't we just talk about that last time?
Bottled and bond. It's like, doesn't sound like that should. Doesn't sound right.
Right. Like, what I found out, I did some research. There's an area of Kentucky called Bond, so it was just bottled there. It's bottled in Bond. Bottled in Jersey City. Bottled in Bond. Yeah.
And I found out that's much different than bottled in bondage. That's a whole other thing.
Completely different thing. 100%.
I made that mistake once. I won't go to that website again.
I'm kidding. Anybody that doesn't know
you
what
will.
Yeah, you don't want to do that. Anybody that doesn't know what it means, I was lying. It's not.
It's not. It's very similar to something that I know from the logistics world, but it has more to do with customs than anything.
Right, exactly.
But it's basically where ownership. It means where ownership is taken.
Right. Right.
And I think it's the same thing for whiskey as well.
Right. So, but anyway, so I made a Boulevardier. So I with sweet vermouth and Campari, but I added on top of that. I added some Fernet. All right.
Oh, okay, that's interesting. All
Right.
right.
So you doubled up on the bitter component,
Right.
or I doubled up on the booze.
On the booze, right? So what now this a cocktail similar to this would be called Northern Exposure, I believe.
Is it?
So it's a riff on a Northern Exposure and a riff on a Boulevardier. So I call it Northern Boulevard.
Well, how about that?
I've been there.
And
if you take Northern Boulevard all the way out, it'll take you to City Field.
It will take you all the way in. It'll take you to City Field. All the way out, it'll take you past Woodbury and out to Eastern Long Island.
Well, depending on what is out for you.
25A, right?
Yeah,
it's 25A. So
yep.
But in any event, So there is my cocktail right there, nice and.
There's that brutal red that
Campari only Campari can do, and Campari used to use with the beetle shells, right? To achieve that red.
The beetle nut shells or
beetle nut shells, whatever. Yeah,
beetle nut, not actual insects.
No. Beetles, the insects. Like ladybugs, they rip the ladybug's wings off, ground them up in a mortar and pestle,
No, I believe it was beetle nut that they used for
beetle nut. Yes,
Betel.
No, it's Beatle. Beetle.
Oh, so that's what happened to George Harrison.
No, Ringo. It was
He's
Ringo.
Still alive. Oh,
there's a little bit.
That's why he's so short. They're slowly grinding him down.
Slowly grinding him down, right? Exactly. So anyway, anyway, I call it Northern Boulevard. So anyway, on that note, I do like to say, let me throw Doug's comments up really quick.
Doug, who's Doug?
Doug Smith. He said,
that guy.
Look at Tom draining that Jeppson's Malort bottle. I called it. Malort really does work as a modifier in cocktails.
Oh, I will not go that far, Doug. I will not go as far as to say it works, but I am trying to get it used. I won't say it works.
He's just trying to empty it. That's
exactly. And then he said, I shared the End of Chaser Malort episode with a Malort enthusiast group.
Oh, thank you, Doug.
Very nice. Doug, thank you very much. Appreciate that. And then he said, Johnny is speaking his language. He loves Fernet Branca. So I love Fernet as well. And this particular version of Fernet is actually from Short Path Distilling in Everett, Massachusetts. I will be there next Saturday.
Yes, you will.
Not this Saturday. Next Saturday, I'll be sure.
And you're gonna have to send me their bottle list. I may have to call it.
I'll send it to you. And
I need to Venmo you and go pick me up this, pick me up that.
Crazy good things they have there, and Bully Boy as well. Bully Boy, I'm gonna.
Yeah. Bully Boy. What's that Bully Boy that you always get? That
the Amaro Rubarbaro.
That's the one.
Yeah.
I want you to pick me up a bottle of that. Definitely. Don't even wait. Just do it. I'll Venmo you the money.
There you go. Very nice cocktail. I like that. And that's the Fernet is really pushing the bitter elements through with the Campari.
Well, the thing is you need to do that because the reason that I like putting in the Malort rather than Campari is the Campari adds too much sweetness for me.
Mm-hmm.
I like the bitterness that it brings. I just don't like the sweetness that it brings. So
that's my issue. Is I don't like Campari at all.
So what and by the way, I found a new replacement for Campari, if you will. It's an bitter herbal liqueur. Right?
Amaro.
It's Amaro. No. It's called Budo Americano.
Yeah. No, I know Budo Americano.
And they actually do use the beetle nut shells for the rye.
Do it for the redness.
For the redness,
cool.
And it's actually a little less expensive than Campari as well.
Well, that's a plus as well. But I'm really enjoying. This is like my third bottle of Malort, not including the
today.
Today. which is not doesn't even include the oak barrel version of it.
Down to about half a bottle.
So I'm gonna have to order some again soon and see if maybe they'll have the candies back in stock.
There you go.
Because why?
Exactly.
Yeah, I told you I sent that information to my son.
Yep.
And oh god, he had a very, very pithy comment that was hilarious, and I can't remember it now.
So I got a damn it, I was going to say something.
Hemorrhoid?
Hemorrhoid. No, I got a hemorrhoid.
No.
That's it's an old football injury.
At our age, I'm surprised we all don't.
My hemorrhoid's an old football injury.
I've
I
named,
spent a lot of time on the bench.
I've named mine.
Hey.
It's,
No,
it's
that's
like a pet. It's like a pet now.
it's a pet now. Yeah, that's as long as it doesn't come out to see you every now and then, you're good. Yeah, but no,
It barks every now.
it barks every now and then. No, that football injury line, that was an old line from MASH.
Yes.
Trapper John actually said that on MASH.
Which
but-
the movie or the
no, in the TV show. Wayne Rogers said it.
ever loving fuck just happened here?
I don't know. I'm not sure exactly what you're talking about. Oh, that's what I was going to tell you. There you go.
What
My
are you gonna
mind works. So what I'm getting out of this when I take a sip of this, the bitterness is surrounding the sweetness. So it's almost, if you can envision
Like a hug.
like a big hug, like a big bitter hug. But it's not,
That does.
so it's very, very unique, and I'm enjoying it. And then as it washes down, I get that rye spice. It's really working well.
I had a pouring foul.
You had a pouring foul.
Well, the thing is, I was using a can that I had actually dropped at one point. So
Shit.
I had a big dimple in the in it, and it's right near the opening, so it kind of diverted the pour onto the floor.
Oh, I hate it when that happens.
That's not fun.
Yeah, so we're gonna do Dr. Seuss for the rest of the time. It devoted the
Dr.
pour onto the floor.
It diverted the pour onto the
Devoted the pour onto the floor, and I had to get a rag.
not diverted the pour, devorted the pour.
Devoted the pour. So I needed a rag from the bar
So I'm going
so that the spill didn't get far.
the jar from the bar. So the spar.
I have no jars in my bar. There's bottles and cans.
Oh my!
I
You need
see
a,
what
you
you
need a
did
third
there.
one. You need bottles and cans and bottles and cans.
Bottles
Oh,
and
shit.
cans and bottles and
Jugs?
cans. Bottles and cans and glassware. Oh my! There you go.
Oh, there you go. So I poured my beer. Tom, have you poured your beer yet?
Yes, I just got it right here. Let me
Well,
finish
what
it
you
up
got?
here.
What you got? Going?
So I have. Let me show that to you. As I
Drink
poured it.
local.
So I have the M80 Big Lager from Banter Brewing at 6.7%.
That's a big lager.
And I describe it as a beer. It's just that old school beer. When I gave it to a gentleman the other day at work, I gave him my description of it, and he took a drink, and he says, "You're right. That beer tastes like memories." So again, it's just that it's basically a kinder, gentler malt liquor, if you will.
Gotcha.
I like that.
A lot of like lagers that are leaning towards like old style Bocks. You know, I'm not talking about like a really well done German Bock that has a little color to it and a little bit of deeper,
You're talking like a Shiner Bock.
like a Shiner Bock, or maybe even a little less than that. Just a lager that's leaning towards like the malt bill. Maybe it's like Bock-ish. You know, they tend to have those that evoke those
Oh, that's
flavor
Beethoven.
memories for me.
Well, then this particular beer uses a Pilsner malt, but then it adds a little bit of flaked corn as per style, more towards, again, that kinder, gentler malt liquor without using the corn syrup.
And Doug just said what I was
Exactly.
going to say next. Yeah.
A beer that tastes like a beer. What an amazing
Yeah,
concept.
I know. Yeah.
Beer taste.
You're not going to get
flavored
any
beer.
fruit flavors. You're not going to get this, that. No, it tastes like beer.
Exactly.
Well, for my beer,
For your beer.
well, I was originally going to do a different cocktail, so I had a beer set aside, but I had to change the beer up at the last second. So you look at John's cocktail, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's got the traditional color of a Negroni,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because he did a plan Negroni, I did a plan Negroni, right? So he's got that red in there. So I had to make up for it. So I decided to drink a red,
There you
Oh,
go.
there you go.
and it is Pivotal's Crimson
Crimson
Crown.
Crown. Very nice.
This is a lovely, lovely beer. And it's oh God, that's so good. It's got that just the malt from this is just spectacular. And when we were there, what, a month or so ago, Carrie ordered this beer at the bar.
Mhm.
And the reason she did it is because, as you know, what I consider my local brewery, even though they're not the closest, is Ghost Hawk.
Mhm.
And one year for St. Patrick's Day, they did an Irish red called Coffin Chip.
Mhm.
They haven't made it since. As much as I probably have to stop pestering Steve to make it. He's probably just not making it out of spite now.
Ask Chris. See if Chris can.
I don't know that
Five
Chris
minutes.
likes. I don't know that Chris likes me that much. Not as much as
What's
Steve.
not to like?
You want a list? I can give you a list. But she loved coffin and shit. They haven't made it in a while. So when she tasted this, she's like, I think she was like, "Fuck Steve, I like this one." If he's not going to make it, I'm going to.
So now, what is that? Is that just a red ale?
No, it's just a red ale.
It's a red ale. There you go.
Straight up red ale. Says it
I-
right.
I may have insider information on a collabed red ale.
Yeah.
Coming up early October.
Is it with Ghost Hawk?
No,
Is it with Pivotal?
no.
All right.
So more on that later.
Oh, so you're
Well, I'm not sure what the beer scene is like in your neck of the woods, but we're starting to see all of a sudden amber ales come back.
Oh yeah. You're
Yeah,
right.
just lighter. Everything seems to be lighter. Everybody was doing an American light lager, low ABV, low whatever, no carbs, low this, low that. Low calories. What I was trying to get out. But now we're starting to see ambers come back. We're almost getting away from Beer Geek beer.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're seeing that here too. I think you're also looking for low standards, low.
Yeah.
We've had a lot of that here.
Exactly. So on that note, so my beer comes from Wayne, New Jersey,
Which is Q Sharp.
which is Q Sharp.
note.
Yeah. On that note, right? Wayne, New Jersey.
Is it
Seven,
Ghost Hawk, Seven Tribesmen, or
Seven Tribesmen
because
Brewery.
there's two in Wayne. Oh no,
Right.
one's in Clifton. Never mind.
One's in Clifton.
It's
Yeah.
the only one in Wayne.
So there you go. It's Pine Lake,
Oh.
Pines Lake Pills.
Pineful.
Oh yeah, love the
Pine
can.
Lake Pills. There you go.
They're in a space that used to be a woodworking shop.
Yep.
And
And there it is, right there.
that's looking very Pilsner like.
Well, very Pilsner like. Yeah.
Extremely Pilsner like. So we're the three of us. Hold your beer up there again, Tom. So the three of us have gone quite along the SRM scale, haven't we?
Yeah, we've covered light to dark. Yeah.
Yeah, mine's more golden than it appears more golden than I really thought it was.
Raw gold red.
Mine's a dark amber.
Yeah.
So, and John's looks like urine, so that's fine.
It doesn't taste like it. That's the important.
That's the important part. That's what I said. It's fine. It doesn't matter what it looks like as
There
long
you
as it tastes good.
It just reminds me of the old joke. That's why God made.
Did you call me an old
that-
joke? What'd you call me?
That's why God made urine yellow and semen white, so you knew if you were coming or going.
That's a good one.
Anyways, we're gonna show some bad jokes out there. Anyway.
Oh, we are. And Doug just said Bell's Amber was a flagship. Drank that more than Two Hearted. Good to see Amber making a comeback. Doug, 100%.
Yep.
And Bell's Amber's still out there. I've seen it on shelves. Bell's Amber's still
You
out
know who makes a fantastic amber?
Who
If you
makes
want an amber with full malt
there.
punch.
You're going to say, if you want an Amber with full frontal.
no, we're back. We're back to those websites that Tom stumbles upon.
Yeah.
Stumbles upon
I
every now.
knew that's what it was from. There you go.
Can I? Okay, well, I'll let you finish. But you reminded me of something. I got to tell you a story.
I'm sure we reminded you of
We
something.
will. But real quick, Autodidact Amber
Mhm.
is absolutely amazing. That's out on Route 10. I think they're are they
Morris
Denville?
Plains.
Morris Plains. It's funny because you got Denville, Morris Plains, Parsippany, all in this fight for this one corner, and it's like it was like early gerrymandering when they drew the borders there. But Morris Plains, Autodidact, their amber, John. If next time you get up there, if they have it, grab a shit ton of that stuff. That stuff's really one of the best ambers I've been in a long time.
Ronnie's brewing some good beer, and yeah,
of course,
I definitely look for that. And I mean, are you familiar with the town of Morris Plains? I mean, I'm not sure.
I think I may have lived there for
Oh, there you go.
7 years. Possibly. It's where I lived before I got conscripted up to Rhode Island.
Yeah.
Very,
Scripted.
very willingly, I might say.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, that's
And,
not so bad.
And Tom, you've heard us talk. You've heard me talk about a brewery up there that was 4 blocks away from me, Smug Brewing.
Uh-huh.
They just announced they're shuttering.
Oh no.
Closing, yeah.
Yeah. So yesterday
We've been hearing a lot. There's a lot of breweries closed. There's a lot in Missouri, and there's a lot of breweries seem to be shutting down. Yeah.
that one, and Doug knows the brewery well. I think Doug said this one cut deeply, and for me, it was very.
Well,
emotional.
what's funny is that as soon as I heard, I messaged Dave, I texted Dave. I said I shared the link to their post in Facebook Messenger, and then I texted him and said, "Go look at Facebook Messenger." At the same time, Doug was posting it in the group for Dave.
Wow.
Yeah, and I already knew about it,
And he already knew about it. Yeah,
and I had commented on their page. It's that one really hurts. That was that brewery got me through COVID.
mm-hmm.
And I like to think that I got them through COVID financially.
Probably. You helped.
Well,
You helped.
I definitely helped. Their staff, through the first couple of months of COVID, their staff, they were my lifeline. I saw them more than any other human beings on the planet.
You saw them live, like in person.
In person, yeah, face to face. Yeah, because otherwise, no. If we talk about Zoom calls and drinking Zoom calls and Eugene and Brian, we were constantly
between Zoom calls and our show. You were
yeah.
But so that's
face to face. So Tom, you had a story for us. What's the story?
Let's hear the story.
So I as every bar does, we have a dirty martini. So I came up with a descriptor like that. Someone come in the other day,
and she's the most popular girl in the bar.
and asked for a dirty martini, but not
Dirty
too
Martini. Was it a
but I said
Michael Jackson song?
She said dirty martini, but not too dirty. So, well, how dirty are we talking about? We talking about Playboy dirty, Penthouse dirty, Hustler dirty, or
Hustler
Congressional Record dirty?
That's seriously dirty.
So now we have degrees of dirty. What are we talking about? You want to go Hustler? She says somewhere between Playboy and Penthouse. Like, gosh, I'll make it a perfect dirty for you.
Okay, so she wanted
just a little dirty. You want to see a little bit, but not everything.
A little more than lightly dirty.
Yeah.
So she wanted a soft porn martini.
Right.
Basically, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's how I'm doing my descriptors.
She wanted to make it to first, but round halfway to second before she started working.
That's right.
Gotcha.
Anyway, I'm going to get rid of this before it gets warm on me, Dave. This is for you, a pure shot of Malort, nothing else.
Oof. Take her down. And he iced that big time. And now that is the epitome right there of and a chaser.
Yes. Yes, it is.
That's why I want to do that just for you.
Right there.
I appreciate it.
That is going forward. That clip right there is our signature. That'll be on the that'll be on all the promotion.
But I want you to be
material.
I want you to be fully aware that I know that's going to hurt later.
Well, we know. So what I'm going to do, because what part of this was, we're going to do a revisit of a cocktail. We're going to do a beer, but we're also going to either do a shot or drink something straight, neat, or whatever.
Right.
I'm sticking with the Malort theme, but I've got the barrel aged stuff. And I've told this a few times. My younger son, this was his introduction to Malort. Before he was legal to drink, by the way. And I'm not going to say the bar that served it to him. But I've got it in a nice little sipping aperitif glass here.
Very nice.
Oh, very nice. There we go.
Yes, it's a pretty.
So let me ask you a question, David. Is that particular Malort available everywhere or just in certain locations?
No, you can get it on the website. So they
okay. Yeah, I do want to. Because I think everything's better barrel aged. So I would like to try that. Yeah.
Well, that's the one thing I explained to my son is like you understand that you went into this almost lightly, because the barrel age takes a little bit of that edge off of the Malort that makes a lot of people retch. Not a lot of it. Well, not all of it, but some of it. So he got into a little easy. So I told him one of these days you're going to have to drink a real shot of Malort with me. He's 21 now, so we can do that. But I wanted to put it in this little fancy little fucking glass right here.
Oh, I like it. I like it.
Glass right here.
It's very elegant, David, just like you.
See, pinky out. This is actually a tasting glass from KS Brewing in Connecticut.
KS Brewing. I heard that place fucks.
That place fucks. Yes. Oh man, he threw me on that one.
He did. I got a couple other comments from Doug. He said, back to Smug for a second. He said, Smug was a special place, great old space and an old mill. I'm going to miss them. And you know what? I mean, Rob, and they in the post, they said they're looking for anybody to.
Doug.
All right. So, hey,
it's almost time for you to retire.
The 4 of us move up to Rhode Island and
I would move back in a heartbeat. But it's Smug Brewing used to be Bucket Brewing.
Yep.
And what's really interesting is if you go on Google Maps and you can actually pick the date on Google Maps. And if you roll it back, before 2019,
it's Bucket Brewing.
It's Bucket Brewing.
Right. So I heard that place bucks.
Okay. But and the reason it's called Bucket Brewing is Pawtucket
Bucket, yeah.
It's referred to as the Bucket because it was just one of the shittiest places in all of Rhode Island, but that's where I lived for a little over a year.
So you're going to say in all of the United States. I was going to say, no, that's wrong.
No, that'd be Camden.
Yeah. Yeah, in certain sections of maybe Detroit, but not all Detroit.
Not all of it.
Certain sections.
Just the places where they shoot each other.
And a lot and a lot of other cities. We won't just single out those two, but there's a lot of that. He also said the following, Doug. Tom needs to serve Malort at Banter. It will sell.
So here's the thing. Here's the thing. If you would have said that to me a couple months ago, I would have said no way in hell. But I've learned with my bosses. So one handles all the brewing, the other one handles the money. I've learned I've kind of got to slow walk them, right? I bring up an idea, and I let it sit, let it go for a while, and I bring it back up again. But as much as I hate to admit this, I think Douglas is right. I would like to bring it in, just because most places out here, especially breweries, aren't carrying that. And I could do a lot of specialty cocktails other than just the shot that I know nobody else is doing, and I think that could make us a draw.
Well, a lot of breweries carry this stuff, and Malort's not too far off from Underberg, right? Underberg's a big thing. And you'll find in the craft beer world, especially amongst the brewers, there's two things other than beer that brewers love, and that is Malort and weed.
Go figure.
Yeah, go figure.
Well, my particular brewer does neither, so I've got a little bit of an uphill battle.
You have an anomaly there.
I do.
But no, it's funny because I was introduced to Malort by a brewery. Proof Brewing out of Tallahassee, and there's many times where I've been in breweries, and it's funny because it's from Chicago, and we had Aslan on from I can't remember the name of the brewery, but it's in Vancouver, Main Street Brewing in Vancouver. And we brought up Malloy. He goes, "Oh, I love Malort."
Oh, yeah.
From Vancouver. It's just pervasive.
It is
in the brewing community.
Is. Well, like just now, this wasn't much of a walk, but when I was out at the mini beer fest that we took part in at Descendants back in January. We're all sitting there around a table, myself, a couple of the other brewers and brewery owners, and Joe David, who's been on the show, Descendants, so I'll chip in.
Don't ever get into a whiskey conversation with Joe unless you've got 3 hours.
We spent an hour in his whiskey room downstairs. Oh my God. I didn't want to leave. No. I wanted to put a cot in the corner.
Not saying it's a bad thing, but if you've got someplace to be,
you can't
start that conversation.
But anyway, so we're sitting at the table, and somebody brought up Malort, and everybody's like, "Oh, Malort! Oh, Malort!" And Joe says, "I'll be right back," and he goes behind the bar and takes out the bottle of Malort. So we're sitting around the table. I sent you a picture of it.
Yep. Yeah. You got you and Joe holding the bottle up.
Mm-hmm.
So cool. It's become a thing, but Doug's got a good point here. There is that dare factor.
Let's bring it up. Yeah, it is. The Dare Factor, the Chicago Handshake, the cocktails, it would do well. Absolutely. 100% I
So
agree.
tell me again what the Chicago Handshake is.
It is a shot of Malort washed down with what's the beer from Chicago that it's got to be washed down with?
Old style.
Old
style.
yeah.
Okay.
That's the
So we
Chicago
don't-
Handshake.
There's
In a
there's
brewery-
hold of the bottle
At
of
a
Malort,
brewery,
yeah.
I would have to improvise that. But so basically, the lighter beer we have, we could make that work.
Well, you just drank a beer flavored beer, right? That's not a
Yeah.
Not a
So
banter?
like that. Yeah.
Was that a banter?
Yeah. Banter. Yeah.
Oh, there you go. That's what you're
And
watching.
that's our M80, our summer seasonal. Yeah.
So you call this
M80?
That comes out on July 4th.
Do you
every year.
have a really a slightly shorter version of it and call it M60?
Well, kind of. Yeah.
No, you can call that the Springfield Handshake.
Yeah,
That's
all right.
very good.
There you go.
Oh, mercy.
No, it is really amazing. I've been all over this country, and even Canada, and I see
He's been
Malort.
everywhere, man.
It's funny you should say that because that's a country western song, and the thing under where it says Beer Samurai and underneath that.
He
another
just
country
said
western song.
Springfield
Doug just said it, the
Handshake, yeah.
Springfield Handshake.
There we go.
We will do it.
Tom, you must make that happen.
Got to make that happen. Well, he just did it.
The Route 66.
No, he did
Chicago
it
to
here.
Springfield. Yeah.
He did it here. He needs to make it
I
actually
did.
be.
But
he
but
could
did-
say he did it, and we could say right here on the show,
Mm.
the Springfield Handshake has been born.
Well, now I poured a shot warm, and I'm going to do it again for you.
Oh, here we go.
There it is, folks. The Springfield Handshake, right
The
there.
Springfield Handshake.
There
There,
it
we
is.
go. That's a beautiful. That is
All
nice.
right, there you go. All right.
Because he did the Malort warm.
I
it
know.
should
I
be.
know. I'm an idiot. It's okay.
Because the first time he did it, he iced it to the point where he couldn't taste it.
Taste it, right?
It was
nice. It's
that
nice
shot.
and-
That shot had been sitting in my freezer for an hour.
It was nice and frosty.
That first one, but this one was just out of the bottle warm.
Straight out of the bottle.
I will tell you though, I didn't hate it.
Here's the thing about Malort. The
It
first
kind
time
of grows on you like a fungus. Huh?
it does, just like a fungus. It is one of those things where when you run out of Malort, you'll be like, I think I need another bottle.
Yeah, seriously. And Dave,
It really is.
when we have shots of it in the parking lot of Giant Stadium, MetLife Stadium, going to a Giants game and tailgating, I don't think we chill it. I think we just pour it.
No,
Yeah.
I brought it, and we will be at a Giants game this year. I will bring a bottle of Malort. We know we cannot get Brian to drink it.
No.
Brian won't drink it.
We'll get everybody else to drink it, but Brian won't do it.
Not everyone else. There was a few people that were like, "Oh yeah, I'll try that. I'll try."
Well, no,
that.
when I
And
say
there was a lot of people that were like,
if council shows up or
"Oh
or
no,
anyone else,
we already made council drink one.
well, we'll make him do it again. That's my
We'll
point.
make him do it again." Yeah.
Yeah. So, and if I have my son with me, he'll do his first shot of Malort. So
Oh, I want to be there. I want to be there.
He will not like it, but he will do it. So, or I could be wrong. He could love it. That would be bad.
You never know. I want to be there when Junior does the. Well, I know he's not.
I will bring both of my sons-in-law with me. See what I did there? I actually said it properly.
Sons-in-law. That's proper
Sons-in-law.
grammar. That's proper
Yes, I
grammar
did.
right there. Bring them. I want to witness these things because So when I was introduced to it, like I said, it was the guys from Proof, and they were watching me. They handed it to me. They were watching me. They were expecting that.
Right.
And I just took the shot and went, that's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And they looked at each other, went, not what we're expecting. So anytime you hand somebody Malort, you're looking for that cringe. You're looking for that face. The face that Tom made the first time he tasted Malort.
Mm-hmm.
That's the face
Yeah,
you're
but
looking for.
I didn't make that face this time, and I'm kind of
Exactly.
I'm kind of worried about myself that I've become accustomed to it.
Here's the
I'm
thing,
a little
Tom.
concerned
We're-
about myself at this moment.
It's like Tom.
We're proud of you, Tom. We're proud of you.
No,
Yeah,
seriously,
I was, I don't feel like of course, you got me on camera, but I don't feel like I made a face. So I'm
No,
thinking,
you didn't. No, you didn't.
Oh,
You didn't.
good.
You didn't.
No, you didn't. You didn't.
You didn't. Here's the thing. It's like anything else, Tom. Right? I mean, the first time, and I get you. We got to go back about 40 years. But the first time any of us had an
No,
IPA.
you gotta read Doug's comment.
Doug's comment. I'll put it up in a second.
Oh no!
That's going to go in. Stop. That's going to go into another conversation. Let me say this first. Okay. Honestly, though, seriously, the first time. I'll wait.
Okay, I'm done. I'm done. Go ahead.
We'll laugh
Finish-
again when I
finish
put it up. Let me
finish your
finish my
thought.
thought, because we'll go down another road and I won't get back to my comment. Let me just say it, but it's serious.
Oh, what's that like?
This is shut up. This isn't a joke. That's why I want to get it out. If it was a joke, I'd let it go. It doesn't matter, right? But it's like anything else. Go back to the first
joke.
I called myself a joke.
Oh, okay.
I'm
Oh,
very
no.
self-deprecating.
You're an old joke.
Well,
according
that's
to
true. I
Tom.
said that according to Tom, right? He did. But anyway, so whatchamacallit, the first time any of us had an IPA,
Oh, I like whatchamacallit.
the first time any of us had like a bitter, resiny, hoppy, bitter, grassy, floral IPA.
You made that face from the Meisterbrow commercial.
Right. You just, right. I was like, and I almost did, the first time I almost did a spit take. I'm like, what the hell am I doing? Drinking grass here? What the hell's this? Now, give me a handful of whole cone hops. I'm just going to eat them, right?
Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
It's like anything else. Palates acclimate. It's like anything else, Tom. You know,
And
if you took one shot of Malort and you didn't have it for another 10 years and you did it again, you'd still not like it. But if you have several and keep it going, you're going to grow accustomed to it. At least grow accustomed to it.
Yeah.
You might not love it ever, but you're at least grow accustomed to it where you won't make the face. You're, oh, that's Malort. I know what it tastes like. It's fine.
It got to the point where I was drinking Malort, got so accustomed to it that when I ran out of Malort, I'm like,
I need another bottle.
I need more Malort. I need this. I need this punch to my palate.
Yeah.
I need this counter to everything else that I love.
Right.
Mhm.
So as far as I'm concerned, the diametric's not really an accurate word here. Anyway, but the
Diametric or dialectic?
Neither.
Dialectic logic is dialectic physics.
No, that's no. I was thinking
You can't dialectic physics. It's like it's like, what are you going to go out of space in fractions? What are you going to land on 3/4, 1/4? Dialectic logic is there.
Well, here's the whole thing.
You either love somebody or you hate them.
Apparently, according to fractions,
Quick movie. What movie is that?
You can never. That was what you call it?
Come on, you know it.
That wasn't Weird Science, was it?
No, it wasn't Weird Science. I'll tell you who said it. The actor that said it, and you tell me what movie.
Okay.
Dennis Hopper. Come on.
Dennis Hopper talking about physics.
Yeah, well, he wasn't in a movie about physics. It was in a movie about war.
He was in a movie about war. I only know. The only movie I know he was in that was anti-war was the one with the B-17 where he was in the B-17.
Well, he was also in Hoosiers, but that's besides the point.
He was.
Pretty sure that was anti-war, but or maybe not anti-war, just
had nothing to do with
it. Was Apocalypse Now. It was Apocalypse Now.
We seem to be losing a lot of direction here.
Yeah. All right, so let me put up.
So what I was trying to say was that when you talk about that, like almost craving for Malort, it's just the antithesis of like a craving for chocolate cake.
Diametric, dialectic, antithesis. Where are we going with this show tonight?
Multi-syllabic word.
Multi-syllabic.
Easy for you to say.
Multi-syllabic, 10-cent words.
David, I'm agreeing with you because I'm really concerned that by the time I've got this bottle empty, I'm going to have to run out and get another one. No, I'm really worried for myself at this point.
Tom, here's the beauty part of Malort. All right, you don't have to run out to get another one. You need to sit at your computer and click to get another one.
Right. You just order it. You order it.
And lo and behold, a few days later, it appears magically at your door. And there it is. Delivered to you in all its pristine glory.
And then you get to go through the pain.
See, but that scares me even more that I'd want it that bad to have it delivered to me. Well, but I'm needless to say, I'm concerned. I may need some help.
I'll tell you. So, Meathead. I've mentioned Meathead on the other show a lot. I don't think Meathead's ever come up on this show. Meathead was someone who used to work for me. His first day, I'm supposed to be training.
And no, folks of a certain age, he's not talking about Rob Reiner.
No, that's not that either.
That's where he says Meathead. Yeah, go right to Rob Reiner. Yeah.
But if I showed you a picture of him, you're like, the guy's a Meathead. But he's not. He's a very smart guy, very sensitive guy as well. But he sits down and he sees the Beer Samurai logo, because for the company I work with, one of the graphic artists in the company actually designed the logo for me, and I had it at my desk. And he sees it. He's like, "Well, what is that?" So I told him, "He's like, well, so you know anything about beer?" I'm like, a little bit. And so he starts talking about beer, and he goes, "Can you teach me anything?" I'm like, "I'm going to give you one chance to retract that question because you have no idea the world you're stepping into."
So you looked at him and said, "Young grasshopper."
Yeah. So he said, "Bring it on." And so I said, "Well, first I need to know what your palate is." And the first thing he said to me was, "I hate hops." And
so the first thing you did is you bought him a Maharaja.
Yeah, right. And I said, "Oof." No, I looked and said, "That's bullshit." He goes, "No, I hate hops." I'm like, No. You said you hate American piss beer, which means you don't particularly appreciate German hops and bad
usage of German hops.
Yes. There are so many hops out there. I guarantee you within 6 months, you're going to be sitting at your desk, you're going to be salivating, and you're going to be wanting an IPA.
Sure.
Which goes back to what John was talking about earlier, where the first time we all had an IPA, we're like, what the fuck am I drinking? Mm-hmm. Well, but we all became accustomed to this to the point where you get that piney, resiny West Coast IPA, and you're just in heaven now. Where back in the day, it was like, what the hell is this shit? Why am I licking a tree? I've got a pine cone in my mouth. Get this out of my mouth. And now, and it's funny, to his credit, within 3 months, he hit that point where he calls me up at my desk, goes,
"You suck.
I need an IPA.
Yeah.
I need an IPA now." I said, "Don't worry, you're in the hop head mode. It will pass.
It will, yeah, exactly.
It will pass, and you're going to want something malty. You're going to swing to the other side eventually." Mm-hmm. And he's like, No. This is it for me. I just want hops. I want hops. Within about 4 months, he was like, "So, tell me about stouts."
So lager. All right. So let me put Doug's comment up.
Oh yeah.
And he said, "I'm not surprised Malort is popular at a Giants tailgate. Bitterness is so Giants.
Not as bitter as
bitterness is so Patriots.
Somebody said that. Somebody said that a rim shot right there. But there should have been that. Yeah.
But in that parking lot, bitterness is more the Jets.
So forget about the Patriots. Forget about the Giants. Bitterness is in that lot. Bitterness is more the Jets. Yeah,
more the Jets.
But in all fairness, somebody did ask, and I have to say this right now with this comment up, and the person that's putting it up, I have to say, somebody asked Tom Brady the other day. I forget who it was. He was having to do just a reel I watched. Somebody asked if you can have one play back. One play, any play in your entire career, one play back to do over, what would it be? What do you think he said?
Helmet catch.
Yeah. Helmet catch.
Oh, yeah.
David Tyree. Eli Manning gets sacked. David Tyree doesn't catch the ball. The Patriots win the game.
Yeah. And the interesting thing is a lot of people don't realize after the Super Bowl, in the offseason, the Giants cut Tyree.
Mm-hmm. They did.
Makes the most iconic catch in Giants Super Bowl history, and he gets cut in the offseason.
And while I look, I never.
I get why they did it.
I get why they did it, but here's the thing: if there's people that aren't Giants fans aren't going to know this, but people that are Giants fans, the year after that Super Bowl win, the Giants were the best team in football.
They were.
The Giants were better than the Patriots. The Giants were the best team, and not in the national conference. They were not in the NFC. They were the best team in football.
But did not make the Super Bowl
until Mr. Burris decided to take the gun, not the cannoli,
and shoot himself in the leg.
And shot himself in the foot. And
let's not turn this to a sports cast.
No, it's done because the sports cast is coming up in 10 minutes. I got to hang.
Johnny doesn't sound bitter at all about that.
No, because the Giants would have roller
he's making Doug's point right now.
I'm making Doug's point. Yeah. Where's my Malort? There you go.
He's making
back to bitterness. Yeah.
All right. Cheers to you, Doug. All right. You win.
Oh my God. David, I hate you. Man.
All right, Dave, talk to us because we're wrapping up.
I despise you, you bastard, for making me like this evil stuff.
It'll grow. Like you said, like a fungus. It's going to grow.
It does.
All right.
So There's something about it. I got to tell you.
There is something else we need to discuss real quick.
Yes, to talk about it, Dave, because we'll wrap up the show.
So the reason that the Whiskey Whisperer is drinking so much fucking Malort on this show and he says it's in honor of the samurai, is because this will be my last show on Anna Chase.
As a host,
Can we say less scheduled show? You may or may not.
We'll see.
It's an
We'll see.
open-ended invitation.
or
But
maybe
you may pop
maybe less
on.
scheduled show as a host, but you might be back just for
We
fun
shall see.
for the
So
Malort episode.
what a lot of people need to understand, and I think our viewers, they deserve to know,
Sure.
is that I'm of that age now where doctors
are.
just find shit wrong with you.
Sure.
Yep.
And the shit they found wrong with me does stem to imbibing here and there. So, and I've actually Friday morning I've got a test I need to go into. That's fun. So I'm sure.
Calculus.
Yeah, yes. I'm sure I was good at calculus.
Theta.
No,
Cosine.
no, that was.
That's
Oh,
calculus.
did you know my one of my college girlfriends? Her name was Theta.
or was she Theta 5?
You slept with her too?
No. She had
Or was she an Omega Mu?
Omega Mo. Oh, you didn't go.
Those were the
there.
chicks I dated. Yeah.
You didn't go there. And Phi Piggy. No, not. Oh wow, wow shit. I'm gonna get some hate mail for that.
Anyway,
because I went to Rutgers, that was anyway. But no, so for health issues, through the week I tend to drink a little too much, and so on Tuesdays, John and I do the Locker Room Guys show. Tom's on that every now and then. We've been doing that. It's going to be 5 years.
Tom was on last week.
He was on last week, as a matter of fact. And we will drag his sorry ass onto another show relatively soon.
He'll be on before you know it. It'll be Thanksgiving week, and Tom will be back on that show.
And we'll see him again. He will always be on the show. The Locker Room Guys for me will always come first. And it's I don't want to put what we've done here down. It's nothing to do with that. I love what we did here.
3.5 years newer than the Locker Room Guys. So
and I love what we forged here. I love some of the fucking cocktails we made here were just spectacular, and
it really was, because I think it challenged all three of us to go in different directions.
Yeah. Absolutely, and I think I think this show made all three of us better bartenders, even though only one of us is a true bartender. At this time, but it really did challenge us and taught us a lot about how to make cocktails. Mm-hmm. And I think all three of us have gotten very fucking good at these things.
Yeah. It became a moral. I have to do this now. And
well, you're assuming any of us have morals, Tom?
I'm making a leap.
That's not something we learned on this show. We did not learn morals from this show. What we did learn is we learned what they refer to as mixology. Hate the word, love the word. I don't care.
I'm not crazy about it, but I understand.
I'm not either. But what we did learn what that word actually kind of does actually mean, which is here's your ingredients. Fuck around with them. And the best part about these challenges that we did, and I've said it on the Locker Room Guys. I don't think I've ever said it on the show, is that creativity does not come from having every option at your beck and call. Creativity comes from restrictions. You can only work with this. And if you can only work with this, that's when you get creative. If anybody's ever watched Chopped, you will understand what I'm talking about, because this is what you need to work with. And they come up with so many creative things, sometimes just fucking awful. And not for nothing, I'm sure all three of us have made something that we were not particularly thrilled about. It's a learning experience. This has been a learning experience. I have come away with so many great cocktails from this, and the cocktails that John and Tom have come up with. I will make those as I go through. We have talked about making a cookbook's not the right word, but a recipe book for our cocktail. That's not dying.
No, we're doing that.
We're still doing that.
Dave's not going away. He's just going to be in the background. Like you might see him like down here, at some point. Hey,
We're
like,
just
wait,
gonna hold up a picture of him every once in a while.
I will. Every now and then, I may jump into a show. It depends upon things. It really depends upon test results, all kinds of things that are going on.
Yeah, really. Yeah.
We will see how much of the alcohol intake is impacting the.
it's a lot
It's
easier to
basic.
control the alcohol intake when you're drinking beer on a Tuesday night on the Lager Room Guys
Yes.
than when you're drinking,
Now,
a cocktail or two and a beer and everything else on a.
And like I told John when he argued with me about this and came with a whole bunch of ideas. One of John's ideas was that I do the mocktail version of whatever challenge we did, and I said that would be asking Anthony Bourdain to do the vegetarian version of whatever was being put forth. Not happening. That's just cruel and unusual punishment right there. There's nowhere I'm going to be on a cocktail show.
A good idea.
A fantastic idea.
It's a great idea.
But it would suck
In
for
theory,
you.
yeah.
I've got a question, John. Would you be the person to do the mocktail version?
Hell no.
No, there's no way I could.
yeah.
I mean, I'll be honest with you. There's no. I would come on there with that mocktail, but before the show is over, I'd be pouring liquor in it. There's no way. There's no way I could do it. Watching you guys. Oh hell, I'm gonna put this in there now.
Exactly. Now, does this mean that on a Wednesday night I may not that I'll stop drinking a cocktail every other Wednesday? No, it does not necessarily mean that. It just means I am not beholden.
He's not beholden to do it. So if he jumps on, he jumps on. If he doesn't jump on, he doesn't jump on. But it's not. He's not a guaranteed part of the show going forward.
For anybody who's being alarmed right now, no, I am not like 6 months away from the dirt nap. It's just trying to figure what the fuck is wrong.
He's trying to avoid that.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
It's not as drastic as I may have made it sound. It's just trying to figure out what the hell's going on right now. And
if he gets a handle on it and everything is a clean bill and everything else, he's back.
Maybe I'm back. And because my cardiologist said, well, you need to stop drinking. And
then when you both stop laughing.
Yeah, when we were both done laughing, he said, well, I need you to cut it down to this. Okay, that makes sense. So, but I told him every Tuesday night, there's 3 beers in there. He's like, okay, I'd rather you didn't. But cut it here and there.
You can always, every now and then on that show, you can always have 3, 4+% lagers. So
that's been pretty regular recently.
Yeah, exactly. Well, not the last 2 weeks.
Maybe not the last show.
Last 2 shows.
Last show we had barley wines on the last show.
I know. But anyway, well, let me be the first to say thank you for your service for these last 30 shows and any of the specials that we've done. We've done a couple of those as well on this show. Anybody that misses Dave, he will be every Tuesday night on the Lager Room Guys. In fact, next Tuesday night, he'll be sans me on the Lager Room Guys show.
Well, no, you're supposed to be jumping in.
Well, I'll jump in for like 5 or 10 minutes.
We'll see if Jess lets you.
No, I will. Wherever we are on my phone, we're on vacation, so he's doing a show by himself. But
not by myself.
Well, no, by himself. Well, yeah, with you and Efren are doing the show.
We're gonna have Efren Hidalgo on the show. I've got to text him tomorrow, make sure that he's coming on the damn show.
Well, yeah, make sure that happens, because if he's bailing, he's on the show, then you can go on by yourself.
I can't do like an hour and a half, 2 hours just me. And no one wants to see that. But that's just
maybe we will just do 5 or 10 minutes, me from Portland and you from here.
We will see about that.
We'll figure it out. But anyway, I bid you adieu. Thank you so much for this show.
And if you're looking at my name, it says "Who cares about the clouds?" That is a line from Happy Trails.
Mm-hmm. And if you look under my name, I am the euphemism enforcer.
Happy Trails to you.
Happy trails to you until we meet again. Until we meet again. There you go.
So keep smiling around the bend.
Keep smiling around the bend.
And not for nothing, this stuff helps you smile.
It does.
It does.
So,
and look at the smile on Tom's face right there. That says it all.
Dave, it's because of this, Dave.
There you go. All right, Dave. We look forward to seeing you down the road, and obviously every Tuesday night. But on this show, we look forward to seeing you down the road. We do. We look forward to seeing you once in a while down the road.
And everybody else. So John and Tom will keep this going.
Uh-huh.
And what they're planning to do in the future, that they should. There's going to be some guests here and there, which is great, because I think what really made the Locker Room Guys show as popular as it became
what it is now,
when we started adding guests,
right?
And
which we did after 8 episodes, so we figured that out really early.
Yeah. So this one, you guys, Tom, you work for somebody you can drag around on the show. John's related to someone you can drag around on the show. So
we'll figure something out.
We'll make it happen. But
watch this space. Things are going to happen. There's a lot of things we're not abandoning. I'm not going to abandon the what's that thing we were planning to do?
Artists and Spirits Festival.
That's the thing. I'm not abandoning that. I will probably still be.
We go live on the Artists and Spirits Festival page every other Wednesday night too.
So that's a thing. I'm not abandoning this entirely, but I just can't on a weeknight have to drink.
Right. You can't
I get that. It's tough for me too. Yeah, I get it.
So we'll figure it out. All right. On that note, then, we will wrap up the show for today. We want to thank everybody for watching. And for those of you just listening to the audio podcast, thank you for listening. Don't forget to visit our website. All of the End of Chaser info will always be located on www.logroom.com. That's LAGERROOM.com. And please remember,
located on. You've never said that phrase before.
I didn't. I added that in for you.
That was an edit. I like that.
Was a live edit. Anyway, please remember, like us and follow us on Facebook at End of Chaser. And of course, all of our shows are available on YouTube as well on the Locker Room channel. Remember, we go live with a video podcast on Facebook and YouTube every other Wednesday night around 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And for those of you who just want to listen to the audio podcast, you can do so on our audio host, Spreaker, as well as iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Odyssey, Audible, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music Podcast, TuneIn, Podcast Addict, Castbox, Deezer, Podchaser, Listen Notes. Pretty much anywhere you can find an audio podcast, you will find the End of Chaser podcast. And if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to one or more of those feeds, and you will never miss a show. Again, thanks for following along with us. Have a great rest of your week. Have a wonderful weekend. Have a great couple of weeks. Tom and I will see you in a couple. Dave, we bid you adieu. We will see you down the road on this show. And,
one thing before you sign off.
Go ahead.
I just want to mention that there are shows that we've had in the past, and if people are watching, where it looks like Tom and I are bickering, and we are. That has nothing. And Tom got very concerned that my choice to do this was due to those things. It has nothing to do with this. Tom knows. I've known Tom for a very long time. I think I've known Tom longer than I've known John. I've seen all the shit that Tom's gone through in his life. Tom's witnessed a lot of what I've gone through in my life. Tom's a brother. Tom's a brother. I would never abandon Tom for anything. And I just want it said out publicly. This has nothing to do with some of the disagreements on direction that him and I have had in the past. We bicker like brothers occasionally. But I really enjoy the time that I spend with Tom online. And one of these days, this is a threat. I will be out there, and you and I will hug it out one day.
That would be very nice.
Or he will be here.
Or you will come here.
And I will referee the hug.
We're gonna just bring it in, all three of us. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no. If you're there, absolutely. Because in my travels, I've managed to Starodumsky.
I know you're saying in my travels, I've managed to aggravate a bunch of people.
Well, that's true too. Oh wow, that's a long.
Have you met me? I piss off everybody I come in contact with at some point. Yeah.
But I've met Starodumsky. I've met the Alacron. Yeah, there's a few, and
you're ahead of me on those two. That's for sure.
Yeah,
I almost want to just buy a couple plane tickets and go down to Georgia, see John, go out to Texas, see.
Well, I've never met Starodumsky in person, but I have met Mr. Douglas Smith in person.
Yeah,
Mr. Douglas Smith.
And here's the thing:
We have
all
been,
of these- Let me
yes.
explain something to you, Dave. You and I are so out of it here, and we got to sign off in a couple of seconds here. But you and I are so far out of it. Doug Smith should be the easiest person for you and I to get in
Because
touch
he
with.
keeps driving through our state.
Coming our state like all the time. Just stop and have a beer with us for a friggin' second.
No, I got him to promise to stop and have a beer with me the next time he comes through.
You with us, not you. We with us.
Well, yeah. If you get permission and have
If you
time.
oh, that was hard.
All right.
Ooh, them
But-
fight words.
But no, I got to get out to Springfield. It's close enough. to
Kerry
some-
will let me have a beer with Doug. All right.
Yeah, that's
not gonna
you need-
care.
That's not you need to run through.
He's not going to care.
You might be forced to do a 5K during that day.
No, or bring her, either or, but still it works. So anyway, all right.
But no, we will. If you don't get out here, Tom, I will get out there at some point. There is actually a trip planned that will include that.
You're not saying goodbye.
Nope.
No.
Until,
Au revoir on this show. We're still going to talk every friggin' day. Where the hell's my phone?
but as that song, as long as that song says, until we meet again.
Until we meet again. There you go. All right, folks. In everybody's
Thanks,
eyes.
guys.
There you go. All right. Tom, I will talk to you. Well, I'll talk to you probably later tonight or tomorrow, but we'll talk on this show in 2 weeks. Dave, you and I obviously will continue.
We got
everything else.
some things to set up
We
before
got
the next Locker Room Guys show. Yeah.
Exactly. So
All
on
right.
that note, we will talk to you.
Guys.
We will talk to you in a couple weeks, folks.